right, welcome to Smokey's UK Rap Files and Boy Journalist. And on this one, we are here to check out somebody that we've been listening to for a little bit of time now. This one is going to be AVELINO. What is this? Young Flame from On Fire Young Flame. This is Wretch 32's, Wretch 32's protege is the best way I could put it if you've never heard of Cuz before. Really good MC, really good rapper. I like some of the stuff that he does. I seen this Exodus freestyle. I was like, let's check it out, see what my Donnie getting up to. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Happy 2025, happy holidays, happy new year to everybody. Let's get into this one. Please do hit that like, subscribe. Patreon and PayPal are in the description if you want to buy the boy a hot cocoa. Let's get into this and see what we got. Everybody,
yeah. Been meaning to do this. Gotta have some words with meaning to do this. Alright, listen. Yeah. Going through the minor details.
What's that sample? I should know that sample. Classic hip hop record, but I can't put in a sample.
Listen, yeah. Going through the minor details of some major plans. Planet of the Gates, just spent a monkey on my shades. Now all I see is a king. I spend my royalties to speak to Prince and ask Mr. Purple Rain his thoughts on all this lean we drink. He'd probably say that there's a drought of the mind, get them holy water, the church ain't gonna change them. There's too much things to alter. We ought to use this music as food for thought, but time after time we get hooked to this. And I Cindy Lauper, I cracked the code and showed my code D. And now I got friends in high places, so high you'd think they OD this D-O or D-I-E until this turns me eternal. I won't sleep. Before my dream, I was not nocturnal. Don't even write my bars down, but I'd non-stop journal. The journey's crazy. Spoke to James Blake about.
Because he doesn't write his bars down, is he doing what Lil Wayne does, where he tops lines and he just kind of fills in where he couldn't really freestyle all the way through it? Or does he do what Jay-Z does, where he actually is writing it all in his head and then he just says it out loud?
Even write my bars down, but I'd non-stop journal. The journey's crazy. Spoke to James Blake about his song with Bon Iver. Forest fire lifted me up when things were up in the air. I couldn't leave it to the family tree. Although my roots kept me grounded, this all stemmed from me. I was married to marijuana till I got rid of the weeds. And when my guardian snaked me, that was the Garden of Eden, a new beginning. God gave me style, I'm in kid super, cause creatives are the children that survived who were humans, kid. And I'm lying there, imagining a nation where the truth is vivid. Really used my imagination when I drew them pictures. Yeah.
That's what it is. Nas, Dead Presidents. Or Jay-Z's Dead Presidents, but it's a Nas sample originally. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for, that's what the...
Used my imagination when I drew them pictures. Yeah. Excellence is what I put into this art. It's an exhibition, sat with his excellency from Dubai. He bought into me and now we're talking targets. I was aimless next to hitters, shooting for the stars. So I probably need...
It's just a really big cognitive dissonance moment in this song for me. It's so prophetic and so like introspective and thinking about like the existential like crises and issues of a human existence. And then this nigga says I sat with the excellency of Dubai. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like, there's such a glaring cognitive dissonance in everything else you're saying because you care so much about the human struggle and how like humanity does one thing to a man as they grow through life and how you've learned all of these things, but then you sit with this level of a leader and then like you say it like it's a cool thing and it's like it's actually not, because they're one of the people that lead to the rest of the world not having the things that we need. He's not the only motherfucker. I come from a country that helps like stir the pot as well. So this is why I'm just saying it's such a like, at least to me, it's a large cognitive dissonance moment in the messaging of the record that we're getting from this artist. I'm just like, God damn it, bro, come on.
Into me and now we're talking targets. I was aimless next to hitters, shooting for the stars. So I probably need a vest in it. Sad but the person pressing it will be depressed in it. Bulletproof love, I put my arm around a brother. Hell, met him and he's got projectiles when he's projecting it. The projects I'm working on pay back in more than projections. You can see legacy when you're surrounded with legends. Life's been a movie, now me and Idris Elba are brethren. He's Luther, I'm Martin, no I'm Malcolm before they exed him. Yeah. that's not a death wish. Wish the deaf could hear, I wish the blind could see. Just to witness what I declare. Even when I've clearly disappeared, and you're talking about the greatest, I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay. That's facts, man. As far as like niggas in his age range or folks making the type of rap that he does in the UK, I would class him no less than top 7. Like somewhere within there, but not 1 or 2, because my personal 1 or 2 is still gonna be Nux or Dave. But like, yeah, Nux, Dave, Cozy Radical, for this brand of like rap from the UK, the man that I would put on that list. I think I did put AVELINO like 4, because just in this age range, I feel like Koji is within this age range I'm making as well. I don't actually know how old Koji is, but that man right there really are like, they're carrying what I consider to be like that real rap, kind of like what you think you get from like Kendrick or like J. Cole from America. They're that, but for the UK to me. So this is why I'm like, like that man's doing it. They are doing it.
Declare, even when I've clearly disappeared, and you're talking about the greatest, I'll be there. Yeah.
See, I've always just wanted to make shit that live forever, you know? Gone from it being all about the rhythms to it being all about the algorithm. So right now for me, it's Operation Get Rich and get the fuck out of the machine.
Yeah, instead of
I just also can't co-sign that type of messaging. I can't. I understand that you understand that it's more about it used to be all about the rhythm, now it's all about the algorithm. That's cool and all, but like, you need to either be a combatant against the wave that you see coming, that you don't want to be the thing, or I don't feel like you have the right to complain and be like, well, I'm gonna just take what I can get from it and then get the fuck out, because taking from the machine means you must participate in what the machine is creating and its output. And that's where I'm like, well, then you make the problem even more systemic, and you're the reason that things continue to kind of just kick the can down the road. It's kind of like back home when Ebro's talking about, oh, like, nobody wants to rap no more, da-da-da-da-da. That's because the rappers that you allowed to come on your radio show for the past decade were, for every 15, only 3 of them really could rap. And you only focused on making really good interviews with the 3 that couldn't, or with the other fucking 12, not the 3 that really could rap. You used to make that a point. You used to really do that shit. And now you want to talk about, oh, this is real rap is back. Real rap is only having to come back because you didn't want to do the hard work of carrying it when combating what the machine was trying to do at the time. This is why I'm like, I can't agree to this type of messaging either.
out in the industry, I just want out of the industry.
The machine. It's Operation Get Rich and get the fuck out of the machine.
Yeah, instead of out in the industry, I just want out of the industry. Yeah, instead of out in the
That's just instead of doing the right thing, I just want to get out of the industry. But that means that you are in full awareness of what's poor in the industry, who's doing something poorly in the industry, and instead of flagging this up to the rest of the world or outing these people and what's wrong in the industry, you just want to get the fuck out of the machine, which I do get, but I'm like, that's the fucking problem. Nobody wants to do this shit. It's just, hey, this shit is wrong. Like, I need to tell you about it. Like, I know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, it's not as deep of a bar as it sounds, even though he's a really good rapper, so it comes across that way. But like, if you think about what the motherfucker's saying, I don't want to, I don't want to be outing the industry. I just want to get out of the industry. It's like, well, that's why the fuck we have the P. Diddy's in the world and the R. Kellys and the fucked up people doing shit. It's just because niggas don't want to out nobody, but they would like to get the fuck out the industry. And it's like, no, we need to change. And we need people to be willing to either out or to be able to stay in the fight. Now, am I saying this and knowing that those people that do decide to do this are going to be paying a large cost? Sure. But like, if you're going to talk about shit like this at this level, you can't, I don't think that this is okay to say. I don't. I think it's a very poor take. A very poor take.
The industry, I just want out of
Get the fuck out of the machine.
yeah, instead of out in the industry, I just want out of the industry. We paved the way, but it's like they'd rather us in the streets. Does DSP stand for don't share profit? Cause we've been pouring out our souls, but barely making a drink from streams. There's a pool of talent just trying to stay afloat. Don't think you've got to jump ship, that will sink your boat. If it's a marathon, not a sprint, then I'm Usain Mo. Farah, cause I will go the distance, then celebrate before I cross the finish line. I think labels cross the line when people as high up as 30 let people like 30 get signed. Sign of the times when indie now in the independent still no let people like finish line. I think labels cross the line when people as high up as 30 let people like 30 get signed.
What's 30? Let's do some Googling real quick. Is this the 30 he's talking about? Or no? Maybe it's this guy, but I don't know. Somebody fill me in on this Freddie cat. Unless he's talking about the political leader.
I think labels cross the line when people as high up as 30 let people like 30 get signed. Sign of the times when indie now in the independent still no sign of the times. I'm timeless regardless, standing for something. You see it in my posture, even though they back the most spineless of artists. Don't you know Avs, short for avant-garde. The God in me ain't letting down his guard. Charged up and I'm fighting off charges. They wanna do me for making the killing and stealing the show. All this prosecution, the cons outweighing the pro. Yeah, but we still scale up, cause the man upstairs wants us to grow. I'm grateful for the gross profit, devils disgusted, thank the most high that above it all we saw abundance when we closed the eyes. And now they wanna close the doors, but creatives are key to opening more.
You didn't make the rules, so everything comes hard. As long as you're signed to a contract, you're gonna take a minority share of the winnings. A select few of us will do well, the majority will not. So as a people, we'll be considered a minority. But stop, let's take a moment and look at yourselves. There's nothing minor about you. You are a blessed people. You're the most talented on earth, and you are still grateful. That is why upon winning in their game, you always thank God. Tonight I would like to ask one favor of you. Imagine what we'll all be like in our own game. Peace and love for one another.
Really good sample from Prince. I would say the overall messaging and tone of the record is one that resonates very highly with me, with the type of rap that I make, with a lot of the music that I have coming up, with a lot of the, we'll say, industry issues that I've had, like when I was working in Los Angeles and stuff like that. So this is where I'm like, I've currently taken the position of pointing the finger back at the industry. So in the reactions I do, this is why I take like a granular level at looking at the things that these artists are saying when I'm doing the records. Or I take the like, what's her name? C China. I take the record label perspective, and I can see what we're trying to do with this particular artist, or what this artist is going to present that the label is going to take on. So this is why I'm like, for 85% of everything he's saying in this record, it really speaks to me. And I really think the tone of this record is something we need for these times, but I also would like a more fervent position to be taken, because if you can speak so eloquently about the issues and you see the problems, you need to be the voice. You can't say, I see the problems and I want to leave, because those problems are ones I don't want to speak about. I'd rather just get mine and get the fuck out, because you are the problem still, even if you are taking the position of not wanting to be the problem and can see the problems. But again, I'm just a motherfucker with a microphone, just telling you what the fuck I think. How I feel about the song, just to give it a rating, minus the points that I've taken issue with in the record, the writing of this record is really good, and it would be one I would reach for again to listen to, even though I do take some issues with a couple of the bars. Overall, the record is a really amazing record. So I would still give it a 9, despite my, we'll say, issues that I take with the record. This is your first time ever watching one of my reactions, why it's not a 10. The bars or the song, or the bars and song, are not ones that I wish were mine, so this is why it's not a 10. If they were, then it would be a 10. That's how I give a 10 on the channel. But because it's not, I gotta give it a 9, and I find no other issues with the record that I didn't already bring out. But even with those issues, I'm about the music first, and the music sounds really fucking amazing, and it does make me really interested to see what AVELINO is bringing, because the look that he did with Hit Boy, I don't think was one that was handled as properly as I would have liked to have seen it handled as a person who comes from America that likes to work with UK artists. And I feel like that look was not the best look for him. But what he's doing right now with this, I look forward to seeing what he's doing. I look very forward to seeing what the fuck we have coming next. All right, that's gonna be the end of this one for me. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could, please hit that like, subscribe. Patreon's in the description. So is the PayPal, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.